So for Christmas, my sister bought me a thing of beauty. It's Japanese, and if, like me, you love looking at new art materials, well, then you're going to love this. I've never seen anything like it before, and I cannot wait to try it. And it's just so beautiful. I actually spring cleaned my art studio before I brought it in. So here it is. It's a Japanese dip pen, and it's made of glass. Look at that. How beautiful is that? And I don't know if you can see, but these grooves down here, presumably because I haven't tried it, you dip this part of the pen in the ink, and then the ink must run down these little grooves all the way to the tip. And it comes with this absolutely beautiful little stand. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to try it. And a little pot of ink. So I'm going to have a go with it now and see what it can do.
So what are you trying out drawing first?
So quite often I start with a really quick sketch just to get warmed up. I'm not bothering to add water to this one. But I was really surprised at how much ink the pen holds and how long it lasts. And I don't think I dipped that pen for the whole sketch. So
There's a lot of ridges on there, isn't there, on that pen?
Yeah, there is. I was really surprised at how long, it lasted without dipping. It was really good. So after I've done that, I go on to something a bit more controlled just to see how it goes. And again, you'll notice throughout this whole sketch, I don't dip the pen. So really impressive.
I knew this was going to be a hand, even when you very first started this.
I do love drawing hands. There's something I love about hands, and I don't know what it is.
What is this ink you're using anyway? What type of ink is it?
It comes with its own little bottle of ink, and it doesn't really have a name, but it's sort of, I didn't realise at first it is actually water soluble. And although the ink is really strong, I noticed that once I wet it, if you're not careful, the lines can completely disappear. And you'll see that here. Can you see as I sort of run my brush along the side, that line virtually dissolved. So I had to be really careful. I learnt to be quite sparing with the water. And
is that just a type of ink? Is that
I think it must be, yeah. And on that note, I'm actually drawing this on a heavy-duty sketching paper, so it's not actually watercolour paper, and I wonder if the results might have been different if it had been. I don't know. Yeah. But one thing I noticed about this pen, it doesn't have that variety of line that you get if you're using perhaps like a normal dip pen. But I think what it lacks in that way, it makes up for in its beauty, doesn't it?
It's lovely. It's lovely.
It is. And it comes in quite a few colours, this pen as well. It doesn't just come in blue. So you get, I think there's orange and there's pink and there's red, and each pen comes with an ink colour that matches. So, but I'm sure you can use pretty much any ink with a pen because, well, quite honestly, it can't really clog, can it?
No, that's true. But you wouldn't want to ruin that nib, would you?
Oh, no. And to finish off, I did a sketch of some gondolas, and I realised I should have been working from right to left rather than the other way, because the ink in this case doesn't really dry very quickly, so it smudged a little bit as I was moving across the page, which you'll see in a bit. But I suppose one way to avoid this is to lean on another little bit of paper while you're drawing. But yeah, you
haven't used pencil lines for this, have you? You've gone straight in?
No, just straight in. I was just testing the pen, really. It wasn't about getting a lovely drawing. It was just about seeing how much I can control a pen, to be honest, because my sister bought me this for Christmas, and she actually wanted a demonstration that I could actually use it because she didn't believe it could possibly draw. But
right,
yeah, you can write with it as well. It's equally as nice to write with as it is it's very smooth. It's not at all scratchy. You'd think, being glass, wouldn't you, that the end would be really scratchy, but it's not at all. It's really, really smooth.
Do you know what make this is, if anybody wants to get one?
No, I don't. I should have. We'll have to put that on the notes under this video. I'll look it up, what it's called. But I'll tell you what, the other thing that's really good about this pen is it does really good fine hatching. And it's actually quite easy to write with, as I say as well. But it's definitely not something I would have in my regular sketch kit because I think it's far too pretty and precious to be knocking around in the bottom of a pencil case. And
I'd worry about
imagine that
breaking it, actually.
well, it could, couldn't it? I suppose it's glass and it could
Yeah.
break, and I wouldn't want that. But it's definitely something I love having in my studio and I'll enjoy playing with. I thought this colour as well was quite cool for this particular sketch. You'll see when I add the water. It goes very bright. The ink really does go quite bright. And I presume you can kind of buy the ink replacements. But I think this whole sketch barely had to dip the pen. When
It's
you're using
amazing how much ink it holds.
yeah, when I've used other dip pens, I'm constantly dipping them, But yeah, this is quite a good design in that respect, I think.
I must admit, I bought some dip pens. I haven't tried them yet with some money I got for Christmas, but nowhere near as fancy as this one.
This is very fancy. One thing I find about dip pens is that I like the flexible nibs. I like the flexible ends. Obviously, this one's not flexible at all, but dip pens, I like the ones that are quite sort of, flexible. But actually, it's not a calligraphy pen. It's completely different. It's I suppose it's as much about the beauty as it is about the pen itself. But it is a lovely, lovely thing to have. I really enjoyed using it.
Why not check out our previous videos and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss your Art Kick Sunday. Meanwhile, you can check out our podcast and find the creative challenges we have coming up at www.kickinthecreatives.com. Back soon.